Get in, beauties. We're going to Target. So the items that we're talking about today, most of them can be found at Target, Walgreens, CVS, big box stores like Walmart. A lot of things I have too from Walmart. Don't sleep on Walmart for beauty. You just got to sort through it because you know Walmart can sometimes be a hot mess. Target too. But I wanted to focus on things that if you don't have direct access to an Ulta or you don't shop at Ulta, you can go to the drugstore and get. The downside of shopping for some makeup products, especially complexion products from the drugstore, like foundations and things like that, especially foundations, is that they won't always have the shade range and you can't try the products on or swatch it. So that's the downside of shopping for complexion products, but we're going to move forward. Some things you just got to take a chance and kind of get in there, but we're going to be doing a drugstore makeup look, and I'm going to do it in my signature way with the underpainting and everything like that. So let's get started. Do my color correcting with the e.l.f. color corrector in the shade orange. My skin prep is already on, and I'm not using a separate primer today because I want to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow, but this orange color corrector is just going to neutralize any brown circles, dark marks, hyperpigmentation, and things like that. So I'm just going to blend this out with a brush, tap it into place with a brush, and this is going to start the beginning of the complexion underpainting. My color correcting set, I'm going to use the Got To Be Glued for my brows. I really like this brow gel, and this is just going to go in place before I fill my brows in with the Maybelline Brow Express pencil. I really like this. This is like my 4th or 5th brow pencil, but I've really been liking this brow gel, and I feel like most brow glue products are made for those, and I've said this before, that have thicker brows, but this one I find just holds my brows into place. And even if I didn't want to do anything else but that, I can shape it with this little spoolie. And I got this from Target, and I've really been enjoying this as a first step in my brows. I'm going in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow. This is going to serve as my primer and the first step into building my complexion. It's going to also give me a nice little glow. I should mention too that the brushes that I'm going to be using, these are all from the drugstore as well. You can get these Real Technique brushes at Target, Ulta, everywhere that I mentioned Real Techniques is, and they're very affordable, very high quality brushes. And as you can see, this is just giving me a nice healthy glow, but also adding to the complexion and evening out my skin. I really love this. Now I'm going to go in and start the bronzing contour process with my Thread Beauty complexion stick. This is well loved. Y'all know I love this. I use it almost every time I do my makeup, and this is in the shade 160. And before we blend out the contour, we're going to go in with the blush. And this is the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush. Absolutely the best blushes at the drugstore. Hands down. They're $7 a piece. I'm using the shade Gorge Orange and Pinky Promise. I don't know why I can't talk today, but I think it's because I'm so hungry. And these are so pigmented. So I'm going to do 1 drop of Gorge Orange here and 2 drops of Pinky Promise. And it's okay if it looks a little crazy because y'all know with underpainting we haven't added or blended everything together, but all of these colors are going to mesh really well. And you notice that I have not put on any concealer yet because we're going to work in reverse, which is what I've been loving to do with my makeup lately. So you see I still have some bronzer on my nose. I'm going to show you how I've been liking to do a nose contour. You guys know I don't like to narrow this part of my nose. I love my nose, but I just do a dab right here to kind of bring it to a nice structure. And then I'm going to take whatever's left and then I'm just going to drag it towards at the very top of my bridge. And that's what makes one of these Thread Beauty sticks so great, because they are so creamy And though they are super pigmented, you can just tap or blend them in and it just gives you a nice healthy looking bronzing glow. Now I'm going to start blending out the brush with the same brush that we've been using, the e.l.f. Halo Glow. And it's okay because we're going to add more blush eventually, but with this technique you're just building the color, and these also add as extra color correction. So I'm just going to take a little bit right here, and trust me, as an older woman at 48 with mature skin, you can absolutely do this technique. In fact, I would venture to say it's much more flattering to do all these cream products underneath because you get to blend it out, add the coverage that you like, and then it looks just nice, natural, and sheer, and then build on top of it, and you won't have to use as much foundation. Also, because I don't have a fantastic drugstore concealer other than the Maybelline Instant Erase Age, what is this called? Instant Age Rewind Eraser. This is the one that I really like, but it is quite full coverage, so I don't have to use as much concealer under eye with this technique either, because I don't have a hydrating serum based concealer from the drugstore that I like. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this one, and I have the shade 141, and I'm just going to tap that where my dark circles get the most, just in the inner corner for a little bit of brightening, and I'm going to blend that out. And I'm also going to put it here, here, and here. That was sloppy, but you get the gist. So I blended out the concealer using a dense concealer brush. Actually, I think this is a eyeshadow brush, but I've been using it as a concealer brush. Another one from Real Techniques. You can get the orange ones or the purple ones. And I need to spray my face down because this concealer is not as dewy as the rest of the products on my face. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. This is not my setting spray, but it doesn't hold for anything, but it's really good for melting everything into your face. So just to give me a little bit of hydration. And then I'm going to take a butt of a beauty sponge and just kind of tap around and blend the blush and concealer and make sure that I don't have any harsh lines of demarcation or anything like that, and just tap that in. I changed my mind about the foundation. As I'm looking at this look and how glowy and fresh it looks, I feel like the e.l.f. Satin Glam is going to give me more of a matte finish than I like. So I'm not going to use this one today. Instead, I'm going to go with my tried and true bestie. This is my Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Skin Tint in the shade 330. This gives a nice medium coverage finish, though it is supposed to be a skin tint. It works to me like a foundation, and I don't need a lot, which is another advantage, like I said before, of doing the underpainting technique. You don't need a face full of foundation. So I'm just going to take this, what's on this applicator, and we're going to use that as foundation and just blend it in, and then we're going to move on because I really don't want to mess up this glowy situation I have going on. Let me just go on my mini info session about Maybelline. Maybelline is the one consistent brand, in my opinion, that you can get at CVS, Walmart, whatever, and they will have the shade ranges in the store. The Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and I thought I had that, but then I remembered I broke the jar. It's iconic for a reason. And they have those in the store. Maybelline, and let me say L'Oreal True Blendable Foundation. I use that all up, but those are the two brands for foundation in the store that you'll be able to find a nice diverse range of shade ranges, because if you have a deeper complexion than me and you can't go to Target and find your complexion product, a foundation in your shade, that's a problem. And as a content creator, I cannot vouch for a brand who will not have shades in the drugstore for everyone, and that's why I continue to use Maybelline, because they continue to have a good shade range in the store no matter where they sell their product. And look how that all just came together. For the powders, I'm using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus. Y'all know I love this. This is hands down my best drugstore loose setting powder. I have the shade Banana. It comes in this very big jar and it's only like $6. And then I'm going to use, I thought I had it, oh, Maybelline Fit Me powder to set my face in the shade 330. And this is what that looks like. This was way in the back of my drawer, and I'm searching. I'm like, I know I have a drugstore setting powder somewhere, and I did. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that loose powder, very little, even that's a lot, and then just kind of sweep it under here just for a little brightening, and take the rest on my hair and for a little setting, and just kind of sweep it. And is it just me, or are the drugstore makeup prices creeping up along the higher end? Because this, I think the most expensive thing that I'm using is this, and it's like $13. It used to be $9. And the L'Oreal Infallible, these are like $15, but I'm like, okay, where are we shopping? Is it Ulta or is it Walmart? Like, make it make sense. The drugstore prices are just creeping right on up there. I think this used to be like $5, the Fit Me powder, but now it's $7, $8. It's still affordable, but it's not. The drugstore makeup prices ain't drugstore makeup pricing like they used to. Let's do a little bit of eyeshadow. Affordable eyeshadow palettes from the drugstore. It used to be Wet n Wild, and I know Wet n Wild has kind of changed up their palettes a little bit, but these e.l.f. bite-sized eyeshadow palettes have not changed the price or formula since they dropped, I want to say in like 2019, and they are fantastic. These are only $3 no matter what store you go to, and you get these palettes. They're only $3. Very, very pigmented. They wear really well. I've never heard a bad thing about these palettes, and I think I have all but one. This is a favorite of mine. This is the Pumpkin Pie, and I think I'm going to use this little brown shade here for my transition color. They also have the 10 pan palettes. I used this in a video not too long ago. This is the Perfect 10 neutral palette. It's all mattes. We love an all matte palette. Like, I love an all matte palette, and I always judge eyeshadow palettes by how well the matte shadows perform, because a shimmer is a shimmer is a shimmer, but if your matte is chalky, I can't get with it, and e.l.f. does not have those problems. This is a shade, I think this is, like I said, Pumpkin Pie. If you can't find it at the drugstore, inside the store, check e.l.f.'s website, because they have all of the shades in stock all the time. If you can't find a particular eyeshadow palette, and they cost the same online. So I'm just going to use that brown shade to kind of build up. And for a little bit on my lids, I'm going to go in with one of these Milani eyeshadow sticks. These are very, very good. Only like $10 a pop. They don't have too many matte shades, but they do have a lot of like shimmery kind of shades. So I think I want to use, that's like the purple one or maroon one. I think I'm going to just use this neutral one though. This pink, because I don't know what I'm going to do with my lips yet. And eyeshadow sticks are so user friendly. They're so good if you're a beginner at eyeshadow, because all you got to do, literally swipe it on, tap it with your fingers, and you have an eyeshadow look. Easy breezy. Blush, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. blush palette. It's the shade Dark. They have a medium light and light. They have a light to medium and a medium dark, and this is the dark one. And I liked it because of the dark rose. Some of these have a little bit of shimmer, but not really, not enough to overwhelm the look. And let me find a blush brush. I should be prepared. Okay, let's just use this e.l.f. blush brush. And I'm just going to take it like this. All four. And we're just going to do that. And just dust a little bit off. And we're just going to tap it right over where the e.l.f. liquid blush was. All of these are very complementary to each other. So taking this, it doesn't really affect the look. But you can see these are very pigmented, honey. That's one thing e.l.f. don't play around with their blushes. They are there. Boop the nose and we're done. As far as the mascara, we're using the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. The drugstore does mascara and lipstick really, really well. Those are two things that you don't have to spend a ton of money on, because you can find some really great mascara at the drugstore. And Maybelline Falsies and L'Oreal Voluminous are two of the greatest ones. Really, really affordable and really, really high quality. So I've had on lip balm this entire time, and I just wiped it clean with a tissue because I don't want the lip liner and everything to smear. This is the NYX Suede Lip Liner Pencil in the shade Copenhagen. Yeah, Copenhagen. It's a little bit vampy, a little bit. So we're gonna just start this, and I think I want to do something different. Let's have some fun with this lip combo. And boom shakalaka. I'm going to be using 2 shades from Revlon. Revlon is the #1 drugstore lipstick in America. It has been for ages because they are so bomb. They have so many colors. I don't like the shimmery ones. I do just like the cream finishes. So I'm going to be using shades 777, which is Vampire Love, and 755. I forget the name of it, Bear Doll. And this is the one that Megan Thee Stallion wore on stage with Beyonce. I told y'all that when I wore it in the summer. I can't get enough of it. We're going to play around with it. So Vampire Love is a nice wine shade, and I'm just going to take this with the pointy side right over that lip liner, like so. Like that. I'm going to press it together a little bit. And then I'm going to take the shade Bear Doll, and I'm going to put that in the middle of my lip. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely yes. And with this, I don't even need a gloss because the lipstick is so creamy. It's not a matte finish, and I love them. Yes, we're going to use our lipstick as lip liner today, and I'm just going to overline the top of my lip just a little bit for a little more depth. Boom. I'm going to finish my face off with the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Mist. This is a 3-second setting mist. This is new to me. I used it last weekend when I went to Sephora and my makeup did not budge. And because I have other work to do today, I'm going to use this. And it's like $11.99. It comes out like a hairspray. This is not my everyday setting spray. This is for longevity purposes only. And baby, my makeup did not budge. So let me just spray this on. Okay, it goes on like a hairspray, but it works. Pro tip, make sure your skin is prepped. Make sure you set your face in between steps like I did with something dewy like this, because this is going to hold you in place. This is not a hydrating, kind of like a smooth type of thing. This is an all day lasting setting spray. If you want a setting spray that is not as drying, not drying, but not like as a hairspray, the Milani Make It Last. Y'all know how I feel about this. This is my holy grail setting spray. This is what I would normally use if I was just a one and done today, but because I need my makeup to last, this is going to be that girl. And this is the final look using all products from the drugstore. I am very pleased. I love this lip. I love the eye, the subtlety of that nice little shimmer. I love the underpainting, all the products that I use to get the complexion nice, glowy, looking fresh. This is so beautiful. Let me know in the comments if you agree, because I think it's stunning. But I really like this, and this just proves again that you don't have to break the bank to get a flawless, glamorous makeup look, even an everyday makeup look. And also, everything I have that I use, I've already had it. I've had it for ages, because this type of makeup, it is always in style. Shop your stash, look what you already have, and you can come up with a nice, beautiful, affordable, snatched makeup look. If you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and give your girl a thumbs up. I truly appreciate all the support, all the lovely comments. You are clicking those links, reading the description box to see everything that I have posted. I really appreciate you. Every time you share, give a thumbs up. I'm truly grateful for my community, and as we keep growing on this channel, You know I love y'all. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And stay tuned for the next video, because I told y'all I'm putting my all into my YouTube channel this October. It's my birthday month. I'm shopping my stash. I have a lot of things to bring you guys. So I hope that you will stay tuned, keep watching, and continue to share the love. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.